It's the Cable
Black Lotus. What a fortuitous start to the day. What do you think the odds are of me wheeling this Atali and just casting Atali a lot? Cool. All right, hold on. There's a lot of sick cards here. So Grizzlebrain and Black Lotus don't play poorly together. Like, you draw into your fucking 14 cards, and now you drew a Black Lotus, and then lets you play more stuff, help win the game, shred the opponent's hand, that sort of deal. And maybe it lets you reanimate the Grizzlebrand before the opponent can deal with it. That said, a lot of reanimation stuff is, like, really efficient. Maybe the archetype that gains the least from the fast mana. Elspeth's a sick one to play with Black Lotus. Icetail Explorer is a sick one to play with Black Lotus. I think those are very reasonable picks. I kind of want to take the Chrome Mox. Just, like, keep doubling down on fast mana. Get, like, one more pick of signals before we start committing to a strategy or a color. Strip Mine. Ah, fuck. So if you're taking that Icetail, this would be the perfect fucking follow-up. Let's go. Maybe it'll wheel, who knows? There's no fucking way, right? You can take solace in the fact that your taxes are being used to effectively run the government. Oh, yeah, I do take solace in... Oh, God. Hey, 26 lands. Good vibes indeed. We got some power here. Kind of excited for CubeCon. That's this fucking week, isn't it? Yeah, October 16th through 19th. 3 days, 19 hours, 34 minutes, and 23 seconds. They have a countdown timer on the CubeCon page. And then 15th is the unofficial day. A lot of people show up and start drafting early. And that's Wednesday. So Monday or Tuesday, I kind of want to do a variety stream. Or maybe it makes sense to do it Wednesday, but like Wednesday morning. Maybe Wednesday will be a fucking Megabonk stream, and then I won't like drain my brain of all of its like valuable Magic the Gathering juices before the week of CubeCon. And then Wednesday night, I'll go to Misty and jam some drafts there, see some folks. I kind of like that plan. We got ourselves a Crucible effect. I kind of want to grab this Endstone. I should probably take the Force of Vigor. It's a good card. The dream with Endstone is like channel, right? Just like fucking play it turn one. With this trophy challenge you're doing, is that sustainable? The one where every time I win a trophy, I get a trophy. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to keep that up. Hello there, Sup Sergeant. Geckleman's gonna be here on Thursday. Very cool. Oh yeah, it's a classic bit, huh? Big Gorillas. Almost a dad joke. Well, the Atali did come back. That's fucking interesting. Could move into red-green sneak attack pretty easily. Oh, the Icetail Explorer came back. So that Orcish Lumberjack is the best for casting Atali, but Icetail with Strip Mine is a very meanie face, meanerson thing to do. So that's definitely the pickup here. We can fucking Black Lotus it out. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. And the Grizzlebrain's still going around. What's going on, huh? What's fucking going on? Hey, sup, Emily? Evergarden, how you doing? I'm kind of just taking shit. Damn, what a start. Yeah, not a bad fucking start. Brutal, Emily. That's rough. Hey, Thopter Gives, thanks to the sub, thanks to 65 months. Hopefully your work can take your mind off that nonsense, that fucking shit. Well, we're gonna draft this Mox Ruby. And between Questing Beast and Green Sun, we'd prefer to get the Questing Beast. Or, I'm sorry, we'd prefer to get the Green Sun back, because that can help us 2 to the size till. Yeah, this deck's gonna be fucked up, The fetch is a little tempting if I wanted to play red. I'm not sure. I might have to end up playing white instead, just for playable count. So I'm not really committing to either right now. I think I want that Thespian stage. We want to get land tutors to find the strip line more often anyway. So I'm going to grab the Thespian stage. If that comes to fruition, if we end up with a little exploration action. If we end up with stage Dark Depths, then cards like Crop Rotation and stuff that are here primarily to get strip mine becomes much better, because then we'll have a backup plan. It is feeling like I'm going to have to add a second color. We'll see. Just got a vibe for the rest of the day. Hell yeah. I'll cheers to that. My water jar. You like this song? Me too. I'm not sure I even remember it. New single from the album, The Blue Nowhere, out September 12th. September 12th? That was last month. That must explain why I couldn't place what album it was from. So I want this Crucible. We do already have 2 Crucible effects, though. And it might wheel. I'm considering the Chariot or the Dismember. Dismember's kind of nice, because it's it's just like a straight-up backup plan, Green doesn't have a ton of removal, rather. So it's like filling a hole for green, and it's a solution for a weakness that green has. We have all this fast mana, though. We've got like 2 Moxes and a Black Lotus. The odds that you can just like turn 2 or turn 1 this Chariot are too high, I think, to take a Dismember over it. Thinking about Monstrosity, thinking about Endurance and Smuggler's Copter. I like a little bit of filtering that Copter gives you, and we can play it turn 1 a solid amount of the time. Turn 2, get in there. Pressure opposing walkers. Monstrosity is a higher power level. Could just take it. The Yavimaya is interesting. The Fanatic's kind of interesting. If I was trying to play that Atali, I would like this Fanatic a lot. We do have a Mox Ruby. It's kind of free, Hey, we got the Green Sun and the Questing Beast bank. Maybe I can be mono green. Talon Gates gets a lot better if you can tutor for it, which we can't currently, but maybe we can later. The Torsten is interesting if we got like a natural order. Alright, so we have 3 Crucible effects, but we don't have any fetches, and we only have the 1 Strip Mine. A couple of random sideboard cards, the Endurance, the Force of Vigor, that are potentially main deckable in a pinch. So Library of Alexandria is good. It is less good if you're trying to dump your hand on turn 2, which we are. But it is nice to have a card that just beats your control opponents just by existing. I'm going to take the Microspawn. There's a very high chance Microspawn would wheel. But if we're not turning up this Strip Mine, the deck kind of doesn't work, is the issue. So it's a thing that the deck needs. Also, if we take the Microspawn and then the Chocobo wheels, I would happily play the Chocobo. So we'll still be getting 2 cards out of this pack. Wow. So the Mox Diamond plays very well with all these Crucible effects, but that fetch is like kind of important too, I'm gonna grab the fetch. It's a hard pick, but I'm gonna grab the fetch here. Let's play the Harmonizer, and then the Berserk gets kind of good. Little tracker action. Lightning Greaves is kind of awkward with Harmonizer. Could take a terrible Mana Dork. Haywire Mite for the board, or could play Metamorph. Metamorph's not amazing here. Mostly just copying the opponent's things. I wonder if Pilgrim is like too much of that sort of thing. Too much random dork. 2 Dorks and an Exploration is pretty good already for a deck that has 2 Moxes and a Black Lotus. Like, we should have some pretty explosive starts. And all while not, like, mulling to Oblivion. So I guess I'll take the Metamorph. Kind of a late Philia, huh? Is Expedition Map interesting? Expedition Map is very clunky. I would like it more if we did have the Thep Stage combo. I think I'm gonna grab this Ballista. Currently, we need like 4 cards if we play the Atal Aim. Almost like the Relic of Sauron. Just like never flood out ever. The Parallax Wave actually solves problems for mono green. I don't think I'm going to play it, but it'd be interesting here, right? With the Knight of the Reliquary being able to tutor for the strip mine and stuff. I think I should have maybe paid more attention to white duels and stuff that were going around. Now we need like 3 more cards. So I've got these cinnamon rolls, right? And I'm reading the packaging. I don't think I'm going to play this prime time. And it says calories 250 per serving. And it's like, okay, well, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then you see serving size 1/2 a roll. People out there just eating 1/2 of a cinnamon roll. How would you even do that? Hold on, let me just slice this in half real quick. Okay, this kind of looks like a deck. I think you play the Verge. Gives you a chance of, like, flipping Kren sometimes. I think Jawalza. What's the Zenith for? The Green Sun Zenith is finding either Ice Hill Explorer or Might Form Harmonizer most of the time. But it depends on how much mana you have, right? I think I'm going to cut Metamorph. Gotta cut something. If I see a Witch Enchanter on top with Chocobo, I can't play it as a land, right? And similarly, I wouldn't be able to play it out of the graveyard with Ice Till. I don't think Witch Enchanter belongs. I'm not even really thrilled about this Generous Ent, but at least Generous Ent fixes for me, You know what? Whatever. Yeah, obviously I'm not thrilled with this hand. A deck full of, like, Moxen and Black Lotuses. Once I've already taken a mulligan, though, then my range of keepable hands goes way up. Alright, strip mine off the top, let's go. Or Mycospawn. Mycospawn would be even better. Give me a 3/3 and a fucking strip mine, Alright, get these fucking cinnamon rolls out of my fat face, Oh man, so tasty though. Exactly, tripling, getting that Hoover in. Am I just getting fucking destroyed here somehow? They have like a pyrokinesis. Yeah, I feel like this is either pyrokinesis or Fury coming down second main phase. Nope, just throwing away a 2-2. Cool. We don't really have removal in this deck, so we're just going to allow them to trade. Generate a cat token. We're going to hold on to this Savannah. Oh, the Pilgrim should have served, huh? No way they would have just eaten the Pilgrim there. Okay, well that one is an issue. I guess Metamorph has to come in so we can block a Shieldred. We can copy it. The issue with getting Knight of the Reliquary here is that it sure does die to a fucking stiff breeze, doesn't it? That was a classic legacy play, though. Green Sun for Knight of the Reliquary. No, he passed the Questing Bees for the Green Sun. Yeah. Well, at least I had to use a good removal spell. Like, that would have killed anything I grabbed. Okay. Well, saving that land for, landfall stuff. I'll run it out here. Just playing it next turn. Hey, Red Ferret 8, 6, 7. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 48 months. 4 years. Neat. Pretty neat. They do have Trampled Death Touch going on over there. Well, at least he can gain some life. Got a creature that can... Oh, I guess it can't, because it's a 5/6, and there's a 5/7. Awkward. Yeah, it's not like an amazing attack. Potentially better to leave the cats back. Now they want to race. At this point, Strip Mine would still be a good rip. But it'd be so that we could, like, kill our Talon Gates and rebuy it with Crucible to fog out Shieldred again. Shieldred's such a house, it really is, yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, we were in that standoff for a bit. And, like, obviously I lose that at a certain point because there's the Shielder Drain going. And the Talon Gates let me, like, turn it into a race and dick around a little bit. Pretty interesting card. You wonder if they would have won if they hadn't tried to race? I don't know. I know the game goes on a little bit longer. The Baloth Prime rip on my part was pretty good, right? Like, that was going to be able to generate some kind of attacking force. Alright, what am I cutting for this Metamorph? Maybe Ballista. They didn't really show me much that died to Ballista. Is reasonable of them to try and close it out? Oh, yeah. I think I would have attacked in their spot. No Crucible effects here, but we have a shitload of Crucible effects. Good chance the Mox gets Inquisitioned or something. Oh, it wasn't. Cool. I love a turn 1 Strip Mine, but feels nice to do something with that Mox Ruby. Yeah, okay. Jesus. The one-lander, huh? Well, we were the privy deck to punish that shit. Holy crap. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Multi 5 OTB, thanks for the sod, thanks for 38 months. We got some options here, huh? I'm thinking about grabbing Chocobo. Because currently I just don't have very many lands. Oh, let's grab Sentinel, actually. I think that's what I want. Get Ice Tilt. The issue with Ice Tilt is we can't trigger it. We don't have a we don't have a land to get things rolling with Ice Tilt. Fair enough. Ooh. I do want a Myco spawn pretty bad, but I'm going to bin it. Act 3 did not drop. It's going to drop in early 2026, I think. This one was uploaded 4 days ago. So far, I'm glad I got the Sentinel. We're actually applying pressure. We're closer to the next land drop than if we had gotten the Chocobo. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. Ooh, that's interesting, Spawn. So the Thunder Trap did find a One Ring. I think we're gonna board in Metamorph once again here. We do not have a Questing Beast in this deck. We took a Green Sun Zenith over it. That's 6 mana to flip it, right? Yeah. That's why it'd be a sick top deck. This Bailout Prime would be a lot better if we got a Gaia's Cradle. I think there was actually somebody else in green, even though there were some packs where there was only like... This track's been out for a while, right? But just uploading it. I mean, it was released 10 years ago. Was it released as a... Oh, I meant to bring in Metamorph. Hold on. Ah, damn it. Was it released as a single and, like, always meant to be on this album? We got the Term 1 Fnatic again. It's interesting, the new track has just, like, all of these comments. And this one, this one, people are like, we know that one. See, opponent might be actually comboing over there. Might be an issue. Ah, the Myco spawn would have been a good draw. I wonder what that Reclaimer's going to tutor up. I imagine they're not going to try and wasteland me out this time. Hey, fair enough. Force of Vigor definitely coming in if we get a game 3. Pest Infestation on Crucible. Okay. It does grow my monstrosity here, of course. Playing the Ice-Steel pre-combat because give me some more stuff for the Ursine. So it's a 7/7, and we don't have a land in the bin yet. Berserk on Ursine would have been fun. Yeah, that's the main reason the Berserk's in here. It is also good with the landfall power doubler, too. Just like adding trample to something. And another double. In thinking about the draft, I kind of wish I'd grabbed that random Horizon land. One more piece of action from the graveyard would have been good. I think I'm bored in Thespian stage here. Ooh, hello. Come on, Ursine. Mill me a strip mine. Oh, the Calm. I don't think I've heard this one. I could have played this pre-combat and then used the Fnatic to sack a land, and that would have been +1/+1 for the bear here. It could be at 4 instead of 5. But if this mill's an untapped land, I can get another activation in. That'd be sweet. Well. Fuck, huh? It does appear that we're doing something over here. Berserk on Ursine doesn't even kill it. I guess that makes sense. It becomes indestructible and then says destroy. That's kind of hilarious. The Ice Chill battles. So they got a Horizon land. With the 8 Primetime plus Ice-Till, they could mill themselves out quickly. They could. I'm kind of surprised that Primetime's serving. I guess they have Zurin Orb. Oh, interesting. They brought in Ghost Vacuum. Or maybe they already had it as part of their Saga package. Yeah, got me. Yeah, they don't need to block with Duelists. They can just, like, sack 3 lands. Yeah, sacking one more land is worth another 4 life, because they gain the 2, and then they also grow the Reclaimer. So they get to stay at 5 here. We have 2 more Beast activations, which means that Prime's untapping next turn. That's cute. Yeah, I don't know if this is beatable. It's like a lot of 6/6s, you know? I'm just gonna activate this puppy a couple times so I can have 6. You know, then they can copy too much because of the mill. Oh, because each... Well... I mean, they don't have to find one with the copies. But yeah, maybe the mill becomes an issue. They have 5 more mill here, and you go to 8 in the graveyard. Yeah, Primetime's a main. Ice still is not. It is the most prime times I've seen. So basically just want this to be big enough to eat a 7/7 if it were to serve. I guess I can attack. Oh, that Talon Gates is kind of interesting, huh? Oh my god. Well, if I can live another turn, huh? Opponent's still drawing cards. Wonder if they've got another draw 7 in there that they're hoping to hit. Opponent's on 3 cards in the graveyard. That Ugin would have been really good. Glad that got milled, I guess. Now they're down to 2 cards in their library. Oh, I should have sacked the Talon Gates and replayed it, maybe. I don't think it really matters, because I'm not going for the kill here. Fair enough. Oh wait, the duelist makes them loot when they commit a crime? If they target my things, they have to loot, and they have 2 cards. Or is this a May? It doesn't look like they binned anything. Oh, you may draw a card. Okay, they were just dealing with the trigger. Do I want to rejack a rabbit? I would have to draw a card. Might be better to just leave up Bailiff Prime activations. Ooh. Is their final card a cryptic command to tap down my team for the win? Win or lose, it's a pretty epic game, huh? Oh, I see. They're doing that, and that'll let them play Time Spiral, and then they won't deck. I think they just have a win, actually. Well, maybe not if they do that. I was thinking just, like, play their 7-drop and exile my board, right? They had a bunch of artifacts in the bin. They could have played 7-drop and then just fucking fired those off, removed all my blockers, attacked for lethal. Yeah, the cards that they're playing right now, we're all in their graveyard already. The cards that they're playing to win the game. They didn't have to leave it to chance, right? Yeah, I think that's too much trample. I think they got me, huh? All right, and I meant to bring in Metamorph, but I'm definitely bringing in Force of Vigor. Now that I've seen a little bit more what the opponent's about. What do I not want here? I don't want Kren. Maybe not Arwen. Versus is fine. Tempting to swap out the Plains for the Witch Enchanter. Thespian. I was thinking about boarding in Thespian stage. I'm going to leave it out. Oh, this Thornspite Verge is worse than a Little Forest, because I took out the only reason to play it. If I committed to green-white a little earlier, got that Parallax Wave, that would have been good. Endurance? Meh. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Koi Koi, thanks for the sub, thanks for 101 months there. Can you still do song requests? Sure. What would you like to request? I can sing... Well, I was going to say I can sing Happy Birthday, but that's copyright protected. But I can sing something that's like kind of similar. Oh, it is public domain now. Well, you learn something new every day. Very tempting to play the Nether Reliquary here. But instead I'm seeing if the Chocobo, hey, has a land for me. So I don't think the opponent can let me untap with all this. Because upkeep, we can activate the Nether Reliquary, go get Strip Mine, generate some 4/4s. Oh, interesting. Happy Birthday didn't naturally become part of the public domain, but it did become part of the public domain in 2016 after a federal judge approved a settlement in a lawsuit that challenged the song's copyright. The judge ruled that it's invalid because it only covered a piano arrangement, not the melody and lyrics. In the settlement, Warner Chappell Music agreed to pay back $14 million in licensing fees. They were just straight charging people. And the judge was like, what are you doing? Yeah, I knew that part, Daniel Talkthai. That's the part that I was referencing earlier. I didn't know that it was actually public domain now. I learned so much just existing on a Twitch stream with hundreds of eyeballs, going over everything I say with a fine-tooth comb. Combs suck? I like combs fine. Travel the trade with the Chocobo. That's fine. Oh, that's wild, Mio. No movie for me today. Not a bad fucking draw, huh? That all kind of came together. Jeebers. Alright, 5 we go. And since we're mulling kind of low, we'll be bidding the exploration there. Might have been wrong, actually. What if I bid the Mox Ruby and go like turn 1 exploration, land, and then next turn get the other land down, Sentinel? The Mox Ruby's a little vulnerable in the old hand, No, I had to put 2 cards back. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. No, this is right. Which one would I rather get Mana Tithe? You want to slam Sentinel first so you can start attacking and getting more maps and stuff. The 3/4 is resilient to like bolt effects. Oh, nice. Glad I didn't overthink their pause. I'd like to crack some maps, but I think I'm just going to play the Arwen. Just make sure the Arwen gets down here. Now if I top deck a land here, I'll feel silly for not cracking a map. Oh shit, what up? Hey, seriously, why not? Things at 79 months. Another month! Another month, why not? How have the Berserk pump decks been working for me? Overall solid. I don't go super heavy on the pump effects. I'm mostly playing Berserk because it works well with this Harmonizer that's in my hand. I think they were hoping that I would target the Sentinel and then they could blink the Sentinel out. Get an attack in. Sure. Okay, okay. They're only getting in like 3 damage, though. I think that's all fine. They did gain some life, so it's 16 now. Oh, and because we gave it indestructible, if they somehow lived through the attack, we wouldn't have to. We wouldn't lose the Sentinel. Kind of like with the monstrosity the chat pointed out earlier. Hell yeah, Real Doctor. Yeah, Tifa's one of the weaker landfall cards just because she's like pretty fragile. And her power starts pretty low, so it's like a lot harder to kill somebody with her than Might Form, I think. But she is Lightning Rod, and your opponent does need to like answer her. Because they could just fucking die, right? Well, that's not bad. It's not a bad little for a 2-drop. And she plays well with the other landfall 2-drops. Bill and such. I kind of like Endurance versus like Flicker Wisp stuff. A flash creature to block their flash creatures, maybe. I'm gonna cut Crucible for Endurance. Rest of this looks fine. Yeah, I still in Fastball's fucked up, huh? So up a game in the finals. Facing a white aggro deck. Trying to read Arwen on Cardboard Live was a mistake. Oh no. It's just a 3-mana 2/2, indestructible. She's got an indestructible counter. If you remove the counter, you can pay a mana and remove the counter. And then give that to another creature. Make them indestructible until end of turn. Give her and the other creature +1/+1 in lifelink. Pretty flavorful card. A lot of things you could do with this opener, huh? You could go like crack Black Lotus, play Tireless Tracker, play land exploration, play land, get a tracker trigger immediately. You could just play Myco Spawn and have that go get Strip Mine. I kind of like the idea of playing Myco Spawn and then not getting Strip Mine at all. Like just get a regular fucking land, get a Savannah here, and play the Ignoble Hierarch. You can go turn 1 exploration, Talon Gates, crack Black Lotus for green, Myco Spawn, Savannah, Ignoble Hierarch, and now you've got 4 mana in play, permanent, all ready to set up and play like Jacked Rabbit or Tracker next turn. But then you're not doing any of those Strip Mine recursion loops. And then I kind of like just playing the Jacked Rabbit too. Because he would play as a turn 1 3/4 that attacks and spits out 3 1/1s. Like that could be sick. You can play the Ignoble Hierarch too, so then it's like spitting out 4 1/1s. That might be hard to deal with. Oh, you want to kick the Spawn on too? Yeah, maybe. Flicker Wisp and Philia are good counters. Well, you play the Jacked Rabbit this turn, and they play Philia, like you're already serving in, and now the Philia has to suicide, and you're still making 2 tokens a turn. Even the Flicker Wisp isn't like that good of an answer. Because you have the Exalted trigger, right? This feels a little bit less all in than the turn 1 Jacked Rabbit. Okie dokie. Can we finally harmonize her, this rabbit? Can we finally live that dream? They're going to jump the Guide of Souls, is why they're comfortable with this attack, stacking their triggers right and everything. How good would a fucking fetch be here, huh? Shoop. A jorked rabbit, fully jorked. Hit them all the way down to 19. Isn't there like a quick way to like get all of these kinds? I don't think so. Oh, they're playing the Philia because it gives Adeline 1 more power. If I only attack with Jacked Rabbit, I do get 1 more token. Is it 1/1 worth 4 damage here? I don't think it quite is. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Tebow, thanks for the sub, thanks for 5 months. Rocks! Hey, No Spoons, Only Knives, thanks for the sub, thanks for 10 months there. Who greenlighted the all trophy all the time deal? Oh, that was me. I did it for myself. Yeah, I was worried about the overload path thing. Athari's really good at racing, too. It'd be kind of wild if I do just get raced here. They gain 8, right? They go to 24. I think they just win this race. Unless I draw like a fetch off the top, Oh, we've got Tireless Tracker. We could just go like regular land into land with the exploration. Maybe that would be good. If we do hit another land, then the Tireless Tracker would get larger than the Might Form, is why I'm pumping my Tracker instead of Might Form here. Shit. So we have 8, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have a ruddy 19 damage. After smacking them for like 7 and... I think another land would have done it too if I'd found one. Isn't this a flyer? I don't think so. It's got haste, though. Each spider and legendary creature. Jeebers. Well, I guess that's why we were playing those fucking random red sources, huh? Holy. The Spider-Man cards are so weird, huh?